Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. My name is Tony Lombardi, director and auctioneer. Welcome to another very special Harcourts Rata & Co auction. By way of introduction, we are Harcourts Real Estate, estate agents and auctioneers. The listing agents, Mario Tucci and George Ioannou, and members of our award-winning sales team. Ladies and gentlemen, they are here to assist you with any questions that you may have in regards to the property, the documentation, and of course, and most importantly, to assist you with your bidding. Buyers, I want to quickly touch base on the rules and regulations that are going to assist you in bidding and buying this fantastic property here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance to the additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers on a property after the property's been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words that were used during the auction indicate to make on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid. By law, only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Buyers, I'm here to sell. If you're here to buy, please raise your hand, call your bid out in a nice, clear voice. Use the assistance of one of my colleagues. Wish you all the very best for the bidding. Thank our vendor for selecting Harcourts Rata & Co. to sell their property. Buyers, we also have a phone bidder here as well to make that known to my left-hand side. Buyers, where do we see a fair and reasonable place to start the bidding? Let's go shopping. What's it worth, buyers? Where do we see an opening bid? Any bid's a good bid. Where do we see a start? What's it worth? Happy to start wherever you like. Where do we see a start? $630,000, little light on, but we'll start there. Welcome to the bidding and good luck to your buyer. At $630,000 the bid. Pascal bids here at $630 the bid. Bids here at $630. At $630 the bid, we see 20 the rise. $630, it takes 20. At $630 the bid, $650 the call. At $630, I've got first call. $650. Thank you. Appreciate your bidding. Welcome to the bidding. Good luck to your buyer. Against your buyer there, buyers here at $650. At $650 the bid. At $650 the bid, first call. $670 now. At $670 the bid. At $670 I've got $670 the bid, first call. At $670 the bid, second call. At $670 the bid, third and final call. $700. Good bidding. Bang bang. 7 the bid at 700. Bids here at 7 the bid. First call at 700. Second call at 700. Third and final call at 700. All done, all finished, all silent bids here. 720 at the rear. At 720, welcome to the bidding, sir. At 720 the bid, good luck to you as well. At 720, I've got first call. At 720, I've got second call. At 720, I've got third and final call. Bids here. Not yet, sir. At 720. First, second, third, final call. 10, 730. 730 the bid, 740 at the rear. At 40 I've got now. At 40 the bid, 50 the call. Bids here at 740. At 740 I've got first call. At 740 I've got bids there at the rear. Second call. At 740,000, 50, 50. At 50, 60. At 60 the bid. At 60 the bid, sir. You're buying the property. If there's no better bid, we're on the market, we're selling. At 760. At 760 the bid. Bids here at 760. We sell at 760. Let's call it 760. So invite your bid now if you like. At 760 the bid. Bids here at the rear. At 760 the bid. We're on the market, sir. At 760 the bid. 70. At 70 now. 80. 90. 90 at the rear. 90 at the rear I've got. At 90 now. At 790. At 790 the bid. Same opportunity, sir. Bids here at 790. First call at 790. Second call at 790. 800. At 800 the bid. At 8 I've got 810. 810 now. At 810 make it 20. At 810 the bid. At 810 the bid, first call. At 810 the bid, second call. At 810 20. 20 the bid now. At 20, all done, your buyer. 820, 830. 830 the bid. 830 the bid at the rear. At 830 I've got 840. 840, 850. 850 at the rear. 850 now. 850 the bid, 60. 60, 70. 70 now I've got. 70 the bid, 80. At 80 the bid, 90. At 890, round me off 900. At 890 the bid, 900. At 9 the bid, 910. At 910 at the rear. At 910 now. At 910 we sell. That's cool. 910 at the rear. Second call. 920. 920 I've got, sir. 930. At 930 the bid. At 930 the bid. Take another 10. At 930 now. First call at 930. Second call at 930. 940. 940 I've got out in front. 950. 950 the bid. 950 the bid. Round me off. 960. 950 at the rear, sir. At 950 we sell. First call at 950. Second call at 950. Five, work with you, sir. 955, 955 the bid. At 955, 960. At 960 I have. 965, 965 the bid. 965, 970. 970 I've got. 970 now. Who's going to make it a cool mill? At 970, 975. At 975, 980. 980 I've got. 980 the bid. 980 the bid at the rear. At 980 first call. Do we say a million? At 980 I've got first call. At 980 I've got second call. At 980 I've got third and final call. All done, all finished, all silent. 980 we sell. First, second, third, final call. All done, all finished, all silent, and we sell. Sure, sir. All done. Appreciate you bidding. At 980 at the rear. 980 we sell. Give you a quick moment to think about it. At $980,000 the bid. Take one, take five, take 10, whatever you like. Couple of moments just to make sure you're making the right decision. Bids at the rear. At 980,000 we sell. First call. Second call. Third and final call. Sure, sir. Appreciate your bidding, sir. Thank you for your participation. At 980,000, we sell, selling, 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 sold. Congratulations. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend and good bidding.